Hey guys, Brandon Woolum, CCM Magazine. Today we are hanging out here in Nashville in the CCM Cafe with somebody who came a long way to see us. Maybe the longest for this room here.
Oh,
We've got
really?
Sinach here. How are you?
I'm great.
All the way from Nigeria.
Yes.
Lots of songs out there over this 30-year span of songwriting. But let's start with the song that everybody watching this likely knows. Take us back. How does Waymaker come about?
Waymaker was written when I was on a plane from California back to Nigeria. And so it was at that point that God was telling me there's more. And then he wanted me to make some changes, stepping out of my comfort zone. And I was like, no way. How? How is that even going to be possible? And then, but being who he is, he reminded me of who he is, what he has done for me before, and who he is as God. And I just wrote it down, the words he spoke to me, as a affirmation of my faith, a proclamation of who he is in worship and adoration. And that's how it is. The rest is history.
So 260 million views just on that YouTube video. Every time I check, it's another 10 million. How often are you watching these view counts on the Waymaker video?
I try not to watch. I try not to count sometimes because but once in a while I peep because when I was a little bit like younger started, it's that point of being anxious of the numbers, but I've come to a place I'm not that. I don't count. I just do my thing and then the Lord does the rest.
So we're coming up on 10 years of that song being out there. At what point after you put it out there did you realize, whoa, this one's a little different than these other songs I've put out before?
The response was instantaneous, like never like any other thing I've put out there before. Yeah. And was just like, whoa, you know. And it, like someone said to me, it's like a tsunami, the effect of the song. You know, it was so big in Africa and then sometime along the road, it became so big in the UK. And then suddenly it became so big in America, North America, and, you know, Australia. Then the Asians are now. Yeah. So it's now in Asia. And so it's amazing how God just took that song and blessed his people with it.
Yeah, it seems like every few weeks there's a new version of Waymaker that comes out. What's that version that's maybe popped up that you're like, whoa, I can't believe that person did it, or I can't believe somebody did it in that style?
I know. There's this group, I think the Rastafarians or something like that. They did it in a reggae style.
Oh, yeah,
I was like, what?
Yeah.
And then there's another group just recently. They did Latin America. I think they did a style to it. Wow. I was like, what? This is really nice.
Do these just pop up in your feed like everybody else's, or does somebody come to you
they
and
kind
say
of tag me sometimes, or maybe my team will show me. Yeah, team shows me. Yeah.
So we know the music. We may not know all of your story, though. Take us back and tell us about who you are outside of Waymaker. If we only know you from Waymaker, tell us your full story.
My story, I'm born Sinach, which means I come from God. I have 6 siblings, 2 sets of twins. I'm not a twin, though. 2 sets of twins. And I come from a beautiful family. Dad was an economist. He's late now. Mom, an educationist, but she's retired as well. And my dad loved music so much, so I grew up with music. And my mom is, she had a library full of books, so I fell in love with books and writing. So that kind of formed my early years. And of course, I have siblings happy, running around, fighting each other and enjoying just playing around. I really loved my childhood, and it was beautiful.
When you write a few of these songs like you have in the past decade that have really taken off, millions and millions of views, does that add any pressure that you didn't have before where you're trying to chase that again and make sure you can put another song out there that can maybe stream 200 million times?
No, you know what what my thing is? I always say to myself, when God gives you a song, be faithful in carrying out the process of making sure that it is what he asks you to put out, because you never know. So that's I'm not pressured on, hey, this one must be. All the song, everyone that he talks to me about bringing, I bring it out. And then it's like an offering. So you offer it to the Lord, and he does what he wants with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you've been writing these songs for 30 plus years now.
Yes.
Your name just made it to America maybe 15, 10 years ago. Tell us a song that people maybe haven't given a listen yet over here in America that you think, you gotta try this one. You gotta hear this one from me. You've heard Waymaker, you've heard the other ones. This song is the one you need to go listen to now.
I have a new album that just came out, or just coming out.
Comes out in June, right?
It comes out in June. So we have a few singles out. So this might be the songs that they should go to listen because they are amazing. I have one titled, I did that one with Israel Houghton, is Victory is My Name. I have another one, Confessions. I have different ones. So they are very impactful songs that I always tell people will change your life when you listen to it. Yeah. And so those are the songs that I think that we should listen to at this moment.
And some of the other worship leaders that you've got on this live album, you're going to be pulling them together in July over in the UK too. If anybody needs an excuse to go over there to London, you're giving it to them, right?
I know.
Maybe talk about that live show coming up.
Yeah, it's at the Wembley, Oval Arena, Wembley. It seats 10,000 people or even more. And we have Travis Green, Deidre Greathouse, Lucy Grimble is from England.
Yeah, I've talked to her before.
Philippa Anna Philippa. She's part of Travis Green, of course, Israel Houghton.
Yeah.
And Limo Blaze and Ada Ehi. Warehouse Worship is also on it. It's going to be amazing. So it's full worship. It's a night of worship, extraordinary night like never before. And we Africans, we love to dance. So you see a lot of dance and praising. What did I call it? I call it vigorous praise.
Yeah.
Vigorous praise.
So you're here in Nashville today as we sit here.
Yeah.
A lot of songwriters in this town. Are you getting to meet up with anybody and do any sessions while you're around Nashville?
I'm looking forward to that. I'm open to it. And I'm coming back to even do more. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So many travels we talked about. I mean, you're all over the place. How do you juggle church life and all these travels and songwriting?
I know, and family.
Yeah. And don't forget, you can't forget the family part of it too.
It's a lot, really. I was just telling my friends at Integrity, gracious, wonderful friends. I was just telling them that you never really understand God's heart until you have children.
Yeah,
you begin to relate to your children like, wow, look at the way God sees me. If the Bible talks about that, if you, who are earthly fathers, would not withhold anything good from your children, how much more God, who is our Heavenly Father? And that just puts everything into perspective. And it's very challenging, but that's when wisdom comes in. You have to apply wisdom and know how to manage yourself. I'm a wife, I'm a mother, I'm a ministry person. I'm also a daughter and mentor to a lot of people. And so the wisdom of God comes to play. And knowing that you cannot do everything at the same time, but you're able to ask God to give you wisdom to schedule yourself in such a way that you spread yourself and to be able to meet the needs of the people that you're supposed to give to.
Yeah. It sounds like this isn't going to be the only trip over here to the States in the coming months. So is there going to be a chance for folks to get to see you live and hear these songs in person in America?
Yeah, there'll be lots. I'm working on something for August, between August and September. So let's look at how it's going to look like. Very soon, we'll make an announcement.
Sounds great.
Yes.
All right, we'll be on the lookout for that announcement. And in the meantime, you can get your live fix. The album Victory Sound is going to be out there June 21st everywhere streaming for you. So be on the lookout for that.